everybody out there, this is Utsav Singh from Smart Tech, and today I'm gonna show you guys how to make material functions. So let's get started right away. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and maybe open this map. It is just a basic third-person map. So material functions are basically reusable pieces of reusable materials that you can use quickly. So let's get started first. Now first what I'm gonna do is create test material. For that, um, mat underscore functions, let me open that, and I'm gonna add new material first. Main underscore match. Wow, sorry for that. Let me just open that and wait for it. Yes, here you go. And the first thing I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna do something very simple here so that it is at least functional. I'm just gonna do the quick fire thing. Hold P and left click to create a banner. Maybe for the coordinates I'm just gonna do world position. You can just watch my lava tutorial to understand what I'm doing, because this is mainly focused on that. I'm sure not gonna scale, I mean sorry, scale by something like 20. Control W, speed underscore 1. Oh, come on, speed underscore 1, scale underscore 1. Simple. And actually just hold T and left click, put this into the UX, use fire, T fire tile D. Cool. And then add, I'm just gonna control W this here, put this in here, and well, here you go. Yes, I knew this was going to happen soon enough. As usual, I have to component mask, put this into coordinates. Simple. Component mask to only use two channels, as panel works only with two chords. To create a quick, simple, and well, this is way too fast, sorry. I want to use a value of 1 and 1, and the scale 300, and a value of 500 here to create something different. For now I'm just going to use this into the emissive color as well and show you guys. Well, can't do anything about that. Yes, so this controls my speed, and well, apply. Now I have my basic material here I have set up, and I'm just gonna create, go to my materials and texture, go to my material function, and function underscore tutor. Wow, I misspelled that. Why isn't it reading my F key? Function underscore tutor. So the first thing I want you guys to do is delete this output result in my case. Or actually I'll just keep this for now. I'll just copy this, make something very simple there, and it's well, here you go. You have this here, and what you want to do is, first thing I'm gonna make material attributes. Very simple. This is not necessary, but I'm just using a simple thing right here, emissive color, and name this material attribute, so that in case if you want to add material attributes of two different materials, you can directly do that and not use separate channels over and over again like emission and stuff like that. Material attributes. Okay, so first thing first, Let's just say I want to take inputs for this texture right here. What do I need to do? I'm gonna drag from here and sorry, call in a function input. Function input, in this case it's gonna be a texture 2D error and property. I'm just gonna name this for now fire. Fire. Where is my error? Uh-huh. Input element for this case, in just this case element, and the error is being caused because, well, you need a preview for that as well. Texture object, I'm just gonna use fire here, tfire tilde. This is going to serve as, let's just say, um, these two are going to serve as the default values, but you can, of course, in the material function you can go and change these values. So our material function is not yet ready. I've just gonna do one thing. Now we have taken outputs, I mean inputs, and we want to give output of base color and emission. So note that we are using this value here. So output, sorry, function output, I'm just gonna repeat this. Of course you can do something like base color and emission. I'm just gonna keep that separate, even though it has no different result on that, but let's just say there is something different about that. Now the outputs, I want the base color to be first and the emission to be the second node, so that it prevents mixing of things like, let's just say emission is comes up on top and you have to do that down there, and base color is top there. So what you want to do is put the base color at 0 and just put this 1, and the output material attributes to true. So I'll just apply it. I'm gonna create a material function underscore test. Just open this up. Why isn't my, I don't know why it isn't working. Now I'll just select this function tutor and press hold and press F key, and well, here you go. You have this object here. Now base color, just plug this into the base color, emission into emission. I'm just not gonna use the material attributes, okay? Or if you like, you want to do this directly, no calculations on the base color and emission color, use material attributes and just plug that in there. For the elements, remember in this case I'm not gonna use different fire texture, only the same fire texture. So I'm just gonna put fire tilde, and I mean, now remember, these are texture objects, not texture sample. Texture objects serve as a value without these RGB channels. They are like default sets. So convert to texture object, default value, put these into here, and well, you have your material done. Apply. Of course, if you want more customizability, you can just use the base color and emission for the material attributes, and apply. And put this here. No, actually what you want to put is create a material instance. No, sorry, my bad, delete. Create a material instance of the function test and put this here. And now remember, and these scalar parameters will show up in the material instance. That's the best thing. As you can see, they are here, and it should work. Let compile the shaders. Now as you can see, they are here, and I can completely change this stuff. Now if you want more detail on this lava material, this is the most basic version possible. Only the moving parts, no emission, no, I mean no base, no diffuse calculation, no intensity, no nothing. You just go ahead and watch my lava tutorial. It shows how to create rocks and as well. Now if I increase my speed, this will increase. And I just showed you guys how to create material functions, and hopefully this helped you guys. Make sure to like, share and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. Goodbye until next time.